ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. You see, we generally observe there are many people in the world who talk so beautifully about the divinity, about the God and all that. And we also see some enlightened ones, and they say that they have seen the God. They don't speak about God, they share their experience of seeing the God and feeling the God at times, and in certain cases at all times. So, while the people who have not experienced God, but such people who had so much interest in knowing God, so they tried to collect information about God and they speak about God very beautifully. But the enlightened ones see the God, experience the God, feel the God. So, thinking about God is a way of philosophy. Experiencing the God is the way of enlightened ones, awakened ones. The people who are interested in philosophy, they collect so much information about God and they think about God and they speak eloquently with that knowledge which they have borrowed from various sources. They talk so eloquently and we feel even ashamed and we feel very much ignorant when you hear such outpourings of those people who talk from their borrowed knowledge. So, but when you ask if you happen to meet any enlightened being, and if you ask such enlightened one about their knowledge, they say, I have not read anything about God, but I have read the book of universe, and you ask me anything, I will be able to answer your question based on my understanding the book of life and reading the book of universe. See, it is like this. A blind man collects information about light. Though the information is valuable about the light, but he has not seen the light and he has no experience of the light. And whatever he speaks about from the knowledge which is borrowed from the information collected from various resources. So, the information, such information is not useful in any way as it is not an experience. The information, whatever you collect and however huge it is of no value, because it doesn't become your experience. So, the knowledge, whatever you gather, it is only a borrowed knowledge. It is not authentic in any way. Only when you experience, then it becomes authentic. And whatever you speak from your experience is authentic. But people generally feel ignorant when they hear the outpourings of those who speak from the borrowed knowledge, because such people talk and speak so eloquently, and in their presence you feel so much ashamed and ignorant of the knowledge about God. But remember, meditation is not information. Meditation, that is to dive into yourself and to contemplate on yourself and to realize yourself, is transformation. Meditation is a transformation. So, when you meditate, there comes a point, a kind of state of mind, a state of no mind happens. You dive yourself, you transcend yourself beyond thinking. Meditation is nothing but transcending your thinking. It is going beyond mind. It is touching a soft and smooth touching of a pure space of no mind in your being. Out of that pure space, something flowers, something blossoms, and what flowers in your consciousness, what blossoms in that pure space is wisdom. Wisdom is a happening. Meditation is the way to that happening. Meditation is nothing but a flowering of your consciousness. So, a true master never asks you to follow him. A true master helps you to read yourself, to contemplate on yourself, to learn from your own being, to learn from your own experience. He shows the way. When you realize yourself, when you know yourself, then you come to know yourself about the outpourings and the truth in such outpourings. So, when you know yourself, then you become independent, not dependent on any borrowed knowledge. You need not search for any borrowed knowledge. The Almighty, all merciful God, when you connect yourself with that merciful divinity, when you realize the truth, then you become the truth itself. So, the real philosophy, the real meaning of the philosophy is, it is actually, that word philosophy is philosia. It's a philosia. Sia means to see. Philo means to love. So, you love to see. That is the actual meaning of philosophy, the real philosophy. So, when you see truth for yourself, you become truth itself. Then truth starts speaking through you. You become a vehicle, you become an instrument of that merciful divinity. So, whatever you speak, it is authoritative. You may not quote from any holy books or scriptures, but whatever you speak, it comes out of your inner communion with the God, with that divinity, with that omniscient and omnipresent God. So, whatever comes through you, then in that flowering of consciousness, and whatever the flowers which blossomed, and whatever the fragrance which comes from those flowers of wisdom, they spread their fragrance around you, and what is the ultimate reality, or what is the ultimate purpose of your outpourings, of your experiential outpourings, and whatever the divinity coming through you, it has got only one function to perform, that is to awaken that hidden divine consciousness in true seekers, the seekers of love, the seekers of truth, the seekers of God, the seekers of that all merciful God. So So, the omnipresence and the love of that divine and heavenly Father arises in such true seekers. So, when you do that, when something happens, such things happens through you, then the estranged children of that Father, they turn their being towards the creation, the all merciful creation, and that is the ultimate reality and purpose of your holy incarnation into the being of this divine. Thank you.